Hey everyone, it's Bayou Golf in my yard. Look, I want to make some videos today for JerryinSC. I think that might stand for South Carolina. Not sure, Jerry, but Jerry commented on the last video that I put up with Matt that he wanted to know where to start from channel lock. All right, Jerry, if you're a newcomer, welcome to the family. You have picked the probably the greatest swing to learn. And I do mean learn. You have to spend time with this, and that's channel lock. Okay, first of all, what is channel lock? Well, gentleman down in Australia, John Hinsby, he goes through the world by JH, great guy. He came out with this swing about 2-3 years ago, somewhere in that area, maybe longer now, for a right-handed golfer to eliminate the left side out. The whole left side. Why? Because with this swing, you do not pull the ball or slice the ball, okay? Everything is down the middle with a baby draw once you learn it, okay? Also, for the folks who comes over the top, it eliminates that with a little less work. Look, I don't care what system you're trying to learn, John, but every system you have to spend time with. Just don't think looking at videos you're going to do this. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your name is. It ain't going to happen. So let's get started. Channel lock has protocols. The first protocol by far is we play the ball off our back foot. Every shot. It's up to you if you like to switch it up on a short game, but it works perfect from tee to green. All right. Parallel feet to your target line, and we'll get to that. Back cock. Now, what is back cock? Well, back cock is turning what I call your upper torso back to create a channel lock. We are now locked in our channel. Now, why is that so important? Okay. Let's pick on conventional golf a little bit. And folks, look, whatever system somebody wants to play with, and people do great with every system. I'm just talking about conventional golf because it's so well known. Okay, well, conventional golf, you play the ball either in the middle or to the front. Been there, done it, okay? But the key to conventional golf is you have to swing inside and out. Now, I would like to know how that is possible to a great point achievement for the average golfer. I just don't think it works. I'm an average golfer. It didn't work for me. I was averaging probably a dozen golf balls, losing it every time I went out. I said, heck with this, I'm gone. But they want you to swing inside out. When you're up here and you're turning, and you got to get back to that ball inside out. If you have not had this in your hand for a long time, it's very hard to do. And what normally happens with the ones who try to come back, they come over the top, trying to get back to the ball, creating the well-known slice that every golfer who ever picked up this stick knows all about. So, back to the protocols. Protocol number 1, ball off your back foot. Protocol number 2, back cock. Protocol number 3, 5 o'clock nose. In other words, John, the sternum, the nose, everything stays behind the ball. Why do we call it 5 o'clock nose? Well, let's call this a clock right here. We got 12 up here, we got 6 right here, and we got a 5 right over here somewhere in this area. I'll let you build your own clock on that. 5 o'clock nose, swing in our channel and up, okay? Swing out, the club is going to go down the, okay, I think this might really, where people get confused sometimes. And this is how I treat it. I start on my channel, I'm swinging on my channel, and when I come down, the club is going down my target line, but I'm still swinging out. John, you're going to hear the word intent a lot when you start going through videos with channel lock. Intent. The intention is to do this. That is correct. We have to tell this thing up here what we want to do. Now your body has its own agenda, but that's okay. Target line, the body turns, okay? All right. Also, have the face of your club always pointed at where you want the ball to end up, always. And last but not least, this guy right here. This guy has to stay closed. If he opens up, the channel opens, okay? If he moves one way or another, the channel moves, and we do not want that channel to move until after contact. Then you do what you want to do, okay? One more time. Ball off my back foot, okay? Back cock. I got my channel. Now look, you can even turn your feet if you would like to. Look, the feet, they keep us upright. They're our support to our balance, our system. But if you want them open, as long as you have your channel set to go across the target line, brother, do whatever you want to do with your feet. I like them turned in sometimes, but right now I can do it both ways. Right now, back cock, 5 o'clock nose, club face at my target, shoulder closed, swing in the channel, keeping the 5 o'clock nose, coming down our channel, and follow through. And do not start hitting hard learning a new system. All right. Okay, well, let me show you a couple more while I got you on caddy. Build you a routine, John, while you're learning this. I see my target. This is my routine, John. I see my target. Eyeball, eyeball. Okay, let's just get into this while we're here right now. I like to call this my 12 and 6. I'm going to change the clock a little bit. Now 12 o'clock is here, 6 o'clock is here. That is my target line. I come in, ball off my back foot, club in my left hand. I put it behind the ball. I come in with my right hand. This gives me that natural tilt that we want. We don't want to be flat, okay? We don't want to be flat. We want a nice natural tilt to launch the ball, okay? The face of my club is on my 12 and 6. Now, this is what I call my channel, my 1 and 7. 12 and 6, target line. 1 and 7 is my channel, my swing line. I see my 1 and 7. I have turned my body to make that 1 and 7. I got my 5 o'clock nose, my 1, my 7. My 1 is going to stay closed. My hands are up. I do not keep them down, John. You keep them down, look at your radius. When you come through, you could snap hook it. Don't ask me how I know that. Keep them up. A lot of people call that like owner deviation. One and 7. And look, one more thing before we take a swing on this one. I do not like to bend over. I like a natural bent knees, a slight tilt with the spine, so it's boom, boom, because you want to keep everything in balance right here. Okay, John, very, very important. The sternum, this is the center of your balance right here. This is another really good reason to turn your feet to have everything lined up on what I call my 1 and 7. I'm in balance. If I bend over like this, I mean, I'm pulling, my body is now pulling me away from my center of balance. But if I'm like this, knees, what JH calls soggy knees, bent knees, in a quarterback position, works great for me. And John, look, I've had my L1, no, I forgot, the last two, L4 and L5. Wow, how do I forget that? It's been 1 year now. L4, L5 fused a year ago, okay? I can do this with no problem. People think it might be some pain. Everybody's body is different. You have to learn what you have to work with. Now, John, do you see the face of my club? I take it back in a one-piece motion. The face of that club is looking at that ball as long as it can. The angle of this club, I want to keep it with the angle of my spine. Okay, down the middle, little draw. You keep that angle of this club. You keep the angle of this club with your spine, it's going to help you out a lot, John. Angles is a lot in this game of golf, and the least that we have, the better off we will be. Okay, one more. This is getting a little bit long. Sorry about that, but definition does take some time. One more. I'll give you some down the line. Work on your tempo, John. Work on your tempo. Nice and smooth. Nothing has to be jerky. Okay. All right, John, I hope that helped for the start. I'm going to give you some down the line.